There was an idea.
Mad Dog.
Knows this. Called the
Unit
Initiative. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable,
mini accounts.
see if they could become something more. See if they could work together when we needed them to
Auto.
fight the battles that we never could. Phil Coulson died still believing in that idea. And
Farming.
well, it's an old-fashioned
Gifting event. Hello there, fellow summoners. Madd'nessHT here. All right, we are coming out of the madness. So last year, January 4th, I decided that I was going to try and farm through auto fighting and logging in throughout the whole entire year and try to get 25 units a day for my mini accounts. This is my original. This is the OG mini, LilLMaddogHT. Now you can see I started out with very few units, and basically once a month I would check in and I record how much, where I was at, how many units I've been able to gather. Some months were better than others due to different events, but my whole goal was 25 units a day. And you might say, well, that's not that much. And it's not. And I thought 25 units a day over the course of the year, it would be somewhat stretching what I could do. But as I went through and I stuck to it. So this is one thing. New Year's resolutions, I've never been a fan of. I've never done it, never stuck to it. But for whatever reason, this just, I stuck to it, and I stuck to it pretty much every day. Now, was there a few days where I missed some stuff? Yes, there was. Of course there was. But consistently, I stuck out through this unit initiative for the whole entire year. And as you can see, slowly but surely, it adds up. Now you might say, how do you get the units? Well, I auto fight, normal, heroic, masters, EQ. I tried to target my auto farming, auto fighting around what daily solo objective it is. Hero use, I do the one energy maps. On the event quest completion, I do the 3 energy maps. On arena days, I wouldn't do like anything. And then on level up, I would level up to the unit milestones and get those. And then there's the 3-day alliance milestones. And, you know, with a few mini accounts all in the same alliance, all doing the same thing, you can coordinate those and get a few units that way. And then you just get some of the side event units and all of that. And over the course of the year, stuff starts to get a little bit crazy. Now you might say, oh, you're looking at this, here's December. I got 15,000 units. So I was able to farm 15,000 units in just under a year. But you say, well, that's a lot of work, that's a lot of effort. But what happens when you multiply that effort and not just have one mini account? What if you have multiple? Not just a couple, but maybe a dozen. What if you had a dozen mini accounts? What if you were crazy enough to create the unit initiative to just go all out, all in? Here are the minis. These are the little duck icons they gave out, the Deadpool duck icons they gave out this last month. Yeah, I got them all. And here is what I have done. Now, again, I don't recommend this for anyone. There is risk involved, and as you know, gifting event is not going to be like it is in past years. But I was able to get kind of between like 1,000 to 1,200 units a month. This is kind of a breakdown. You got 100 units from the calendar, 150 units from doing a 100% completion of normal EQ, 150 from heroic EQ, and I put an estimate of like 110 units from Masters EQ because my mini accounts, I don't really build them up to do much or anything like that. So they generally could auto fight through all of Masters. The last 3.1, 3.2, they can do it, but sometimes I have to take over at the very end because kind of got weak champs and all that kind of stuff. And auto fight, they get hit and they die. And then about 450 units from the daily 22-hour solos. Pretty much always getting the level ups and the hero uses, occasional EQ completions, and then arenas, really never touched that. The Alliance 3-day events, around 150 units, and that's between like item use, completion, the villain, Guardians, X-Men use event. Arena, every once in a while I would do one arena fight on like all the accounts, and that would give me like 10 units from the 3-day event. But yeah, so generally I'm getting about 150 units a month ish from those 3-day events. Then there's like the summoner login, the summer login calendar, and there's just other like side events, special events that sometimes will get you units. And these are just like rough estimates, but that's how you can see like how I got the units that I did. The Deadpool events are always nice, and I would also get units from auto fighting in the classic variants, which isn't really shown here because it just depended on like how much energy I ended up having extra after I would do the auto fights through EQ. But slowly but surely, keeping on the grind on a dozen accounts. And granted, this was just on one iPad. So I had one iPad that I just had on the side at my desk while I was doing, work and regular stuff. And it just was constantly running. And I would log in, log out, throw it on auto fight. It would do its thing. And over the course of a year, I was basically able to get over 200,000 units. Now, you might be asking yourself, dude, this guy is crazy. Yes, 100%. Would I do this again? 100% no. Now, I did go into this knowing that there was always a risk that there wasn't even going to be a gifting event. Now, technically, there's not. Now, it was in August that we had the announcement that said, gifting event has been changed and all that. And I debated, do I just stop? Because am I going to get the benefit? Because originally I was planning to mostly get all of these units for myself. Being selfish, I've already mentioned that in a prior video. I was going to get GGCs out the wazoo and just open them up and go crazy and have a lot of fun with that. I always knew that there was a risk that was not going to be a possibility. When that happened, was I upset? Was I disappointed? Sure. Did I just quit my goal? No, I didn't. I kept going. I had like 146,000 units at that point in time. And I just decided, you know what? Kabam can do whatever they want to do. I'm still going to do whatever I want to do. And when I set out on this New Year's resolution, I knew it was crazy. And should I have done it? Probably not. But I was going to have some fun on the side. And I did have a lot of fun. And, I keep track of all the stats and the numbers and stuff. I'm just a crazy spreadsheet guy. And I just decided, Kabam's decisions wasn't going to impact my decision. And so I just kept going with it. And I just decided that I am personally going to have fun on it, whether or not I can get it all myself or whether I can give it away. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen some videos. I'm sure there are a lot of YouTubers out there. I know I watched one today from KT1, and he basically said, hey, watch out for scammers. And I 100% agree. Do not involve yourself with any type of shady transactions. Like, if you're going to gift with a friend, go ahead and do that. But, anything outside of that, if you're trying to exchange stuff, be wary. And if you're trying to do it for a discounted price or something stupid like that, just don't do it. Now, if you want to get something at a discounted price and you like my channel and you're watching my content, come on by because you're going to get it for free. Now you might say, the units that I have are shady. And I will 100% tell you they are not. Now you can believe that or not, but here's a little screenshot that shows craziness. This is back in August because I was showing somebody, and you see how many hours I was putting into the game. And this was almost throughout the whole year. Obviously, I'm taking a step back, but I'm gonna have some fun on the way out for what I've done. You can see how many hours I was putting on my phone for Marvel Contest of Champions, for my main account, and then my iPad doing on the mini account. It's kind of disgusting. It's not kind of disgusting. It is disgusting. But yeah, it is what it is. And now I'm gonna have some fun with it. Obviously, I'm not playing like that anymore. I've taken a step back from the alliance that I was in, doing a bunch of officer duties, doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm still playing this game. I'm still gonna have some fun, but on a much lesser scale. But that's how I went about getting these crazy units. Using the logins, using the auto fights, you can do some crazy stuff. So with that said, I'm going to be doing live streams throughout these next 2 weeks. Banquet Event starts on the 20th. Goes to a few days after January, and I got 200,000+ units to give away. And whether you need some like mastery cores, you need revives, you need some health potions, and regardless of what game mode it is, it's Alliance War, Alliance Quest, just regular questing, you need some refills, you know, I'm gonna be giving away out a ton. So be a part of the live streams. I will be focusing on different groups of people in separate live streams. So, but yeah, be on the lookout for those, and I'm gonna have some fun, and I hope you guys can have some fun with me. I really love this game. It's a fun game, and I've done some crazy stuff this year. Kind of not proud of it, but you know, looking back, would I do it again? I wouldn't. But I've done what I've done, and we're gonna have some fun on the way out. And I hope you guys can have some fun with me. People that watch my channel, I hope I put out useful stuff. I know I'm not like the most entertaining YouTuber out there, and I may be a little bit bland because I love my gameplay and all that kind of stuff. But hey, I try to put out stuff that's useful to people, and now I'm going to give out stuff that's useful to people, and that's some units through the resources that Kabam is going to open up. Again, no strings attached. Does it sound too good to be true? It kind of does, but this is Mad Dog just sprinkling a little Christmas fairy dust on some Marvel Contest of Champions, and we're going to have some good times. So come along for the ride. It's going to be fun. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.